Welcome to the Gavel, everyone. I'm Terry Kumi, and we're dedicating the first half of the program today to the investigation of the establishment of a Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, PFIPC, now regarded as fake, as the House Ad Hoc Committee continues to receive concerned ministries, departments, and agencies. Now, new angles have emerged showing that just about all the government agencies involved did not do their due diligence. At the resumption of the hearing earlier in the week, businessman Mr. Benga Collins was in attendance. Mr. Collins claims that he flew into Abuja and was officially received by Mr. Adeyemi in what looks like a convincing atmosphere befitting of a Director General of a government agency.
When I arrived at the airport, he sent an official car to come and pick me from the airport to his office at the Federal Secretariat, Abuja. So when I got to his office, he's a well-known man in Ogbomoso, people really recognize and very well. So when I got to his office, I met him in his office in Federal Secretariat in Abuja. So and I met a lot of people, very big dignitaries in his office then. And I met even with a lot of security officers that are guiding him in the office. So that's when we open our conversations. You do call me my brother. So he's now telling me that he's now the DG of Presidential Economic Advisory Council, Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council. So he introduced himself to me. He sent his official car to come and pick me at the federal government number, or the agency number was attached to that, to the Jeep, the Lexus Jeep.
He went on to allege that he made payments to Mr. Adeyemi for a contract.
So he now told me that he wants to do refurbishment, renovations of the official house assigned to him. The official house assigned to him as the DG of that agency. That will I be able to handle the contract of the refurbishment, putting of furnitures, a lot of things in that house. And he took me to the house to go and show me the house because I slept in Abuja. He took me to the house in the following day with his staffs. At least we went there with more than 4 or 5 or 6 cars with security. So they opened the house and the 2 cars they took me around the house. So that this is what they want to do. They want to do repainting, refurbishment. They want to put furniture. I cannot remember because I'm not familiar to Abuja, so I can't remember. He just took me in his car. I don't know anywhere. So I don't know. So he took me to the house. They showed me the house, but it's like I have the picture of the house. Yes. So I have it. I have the picture. I should have the picture. It's in my phone.
Okay, if it's in your phone, don't worry. Later we'll get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have the pictures of the house. So we went with his staffs, as I've said, because he has enough people that are following him with their official car, with that agency numbered. So, and then we came back to his office the following day. So that is how we started. So after some time ago, I went away and I came back. He said he wants to award that contract. He's giving the contract out. But there are a lot of people on that contract. But since I came from his hometown.
After some time, he called you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then that you want to award?
Yes, after showing me the house, the following day, I went back to my hometown. After I went to my hometown, so we started talking on that they have a lot of people on that contract, that I should try to, whatever I want to do, I should try to fast track it. So around April 2025, so I came back. He gave me contract award letter, the scope of work, and at the same time the agreement with my company to execute that refurbishment project, and asked me to pay sum of 400 million naira for the facilitation of that project, to show my strength, that if I will be able to handle that project, And at the same time, that one will fast track the mobilization for the contract.
He sent official vehicles with the agency, purported agency's plate number, and invited you to Abuja. And you came to Abuja, past the night, he took you to go and see the property in Coston and asked you to pay money to show your capacity. One, does that sound right to you at that point that someone took you around Abuja, asked you to pay money on a contract that it is the agency that is supposed to pay you, and you feel it wasn't enough red flag for you to be careful? That is one. Two, the agency that you visited is Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council. I don't think we have enough questions to ask you. Perhaps this committee will help you in its own recommendation. But I have to ask this question. We have to be fair. You visited National Assembly. Isn't this place National Assembly? Who invited you? We invited you. Okay, if we need money from you and ask you to pay the money through Ministry of Agric, not account of the National Assembly, is that not enough reason for you to suspect that the aspect of money is not trustworthy?
On Mr. Adeyemi's continued absence, the committee chairman stated that the committee will meet discreetly with him.
We will not announce to the general public when we will interact with Prince Adeyemi. We will not, because ICPC are investigating this matter, EFCC are investigating this matter, some part of this matter is before the court of law, and many other agencies. So to say that we will put the suspect under direct camera and interact with him the way we are interacting with everyone here, definitely take it or leave it. His statements or the activities of this committee is going to undermine the ongoing investigation by EFCC and ICPC. And in view of that, we are meeting him on an unannounced date and unannounced time. But we will meet him with a camera that will exonerate these members, the members of this committee, on our own interaction with him.
Meanwhile, based on the submissions of Mr. Collins, the committee resolved to summon the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps over the official federal government number plates allegedly used on the vehicles of the alleged fake council. And by the next day, the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps was in attendance. He began by confirming that the number plates were indeed issued to the purported council and explained why.
As part of the verification process, the requests were personally delivered to the FRC headquarters by Prince Adeyemi himself, who presented himself as the Director General of the agency. In addition, the Corps visited the official website indicated in the correspondence. The website bore a federal government domain and contained information consistent with that of a legitimate federal government institution, including the names of prominent public office holders as members of its governing board or council. Also, a printout of that website is attached to this memorandum as Annex 3. Furthermore, distinguished chairman, the correspondent indicated the agency's office, addressed as Federal Secretariat Complex, page 3, second floor, Central Business District, Abuja. Officials of the Corps physically visited the address and found the office in operation at the stated location, further reinforcing the impression that the agency was genuinely established. Furthermore, having completed the foregoing verification processes and being satisfied with the information presented, the Corps approved and allocated 7 official federal government vehicle number plates to the agency.
Mandates that have no security feature. 1. Vision and mission
including the composition of the board that have Mr. President as a member. Between you and your last staff, does this look normal to you? I need yes or no. There is a no.
The committee also received the representative of the Permanent Secretary of the State House, who responded to public concerns around generation of a budget code for the controversial council.
I want to stay categorically clear that we did not send any correspondence nor any request to the Office of Accountant General in respect of this council. We don't even know anything about this council. We never heard about this council until we started seeing it in the media, on the news.
Mr. Idris also reacted to claims that a correspondence was sent to the Accountant General from the State House, signed by one Mr. Akombi Adewale, who claimed to be the Director of Administration and Support Services.
In State House, there is no any department that is named Directorate of Administration and Support Services. Well, I've never had that. It's only Department of Administration. And this Akambi Adewale has never ever been a Director of Administration in the State House.
Mr. Idris admits a failure on the part of government agencies, as highlighted by a member of the committee.
How did it happen that Accountant General Head of Service, they couldn't understand this procedure and they went ahead to give approval and give them accommodations and give them attentions? It's a question that I want to answer. That means that there's someone somewhere that is doing what we dedicate our own.
You have said it, but I want to confirm. Yes. So the State House is not in receipt of any correspondence from the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation for the generation of budget code for Presidential Foreign Promotion Council. I have a document to show you, written to the Accountant General of the Federation. But before written to the Accountant General of the Federation in a document submitted to us from the Office of the Accountant General, and to I, Clerk, check page 3 and 4. The letter emanate from State House, PAMSEC administration is said to emanate from State House.
They should have done due diligence. At least, if they don't want to write and document it, they can make a call, they can visit the State House, they can come to see the Permanent Secretary and say, can you please confirm for us if these letters are from here?
Welcome back to The Gavel. Let's move to the Senate now, where the Committee on Public Accounts has issued a 72-hour ultimatum to the NNPCL, the CBN, the Niger Delta Development Commission, and the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission to appear before it over the failure to honor invitations to respond to audit queries. Now, the committee handed down the directive after officials of the invited agencies failed to appear without offering any formal explanation. Chairman of the committee, Senator Ibrahim Dankwambo, stated that invitations had been sent to the agencies as part of the committee's oversight responsibilities and efforts to streamline its workload.
We have slated this hearing in order to reduce the volume of work that is with the National Assembly and to promote and enhance our oversight as members of the National Assembly. The letters were issued, invitations were written, advertisements were done in the public newspaper. At least 3 newspapers were done. But as at an hour or 2 hours now, after the meeting would have started, our guests have not arrived. So after due consultation, we agree that we move their reappearance to Thursday, the 6th of July, unfailingly. August. The 6th of August, unfailingly, to continue our legislative action. Contact them, and tell them about how members of this committee feel and how we can invoke some of the powers of this committee and that of the National Assembly if they don't appear on the 6th, the Thursday of August 2026.
Away from the Senate, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, is calling for the preparation of young people for positions of leadership. The Speaker's message was delivered by Representative Kafila Togbara during an event at the National Assembly organized for youths aspiring to be leaders. The Speaker believes that young people should no longer be regarded merely as leaders of tomorrow, but as active participants in shaping the country's future.
Do not measure your success merely by the office you eventually occupy. Measure it by the problems you solve, the deliberate dedication your power to uplifting the lives of others. You must be deliberate and intentional about this.
Well, it's time now for Constituency Focus when we speak to one of your representatives on how well they're representing you.
So far, we're trying to reflect on the things that we've been able to attract and facilitate to my constituency, which is Badagry Federal Constituency. From the little that we're able to facilitate, I can tell you that we've been able to meet the needs of our constituency in our little way compared to the funds that we are able to attract in the budget. One of which is recently I gave out 100 solar panel and with the battery to over 100 homes and businesses. So why this project? We believe that the little funds we have should be channeled towards projects that will have direct impact on our assets, on our constituents. What do I mean by that? This project can remove a tiny generator from a small shop of a woman who has just a tiny fridge and some little petty things to sell in a shop, and that will obviously save cost. Henceforth, we've been able to do that to some businesses in Badagry. Some shops today, they run without generator because of this project that we've been able to give them. And also, we've also been able to facilitate solar street lights, in some strategic areas where we know that we believe in 24-hour economy, and nobody can run around any community when it is not safe, when it is actually dark. So we decided to deploy solar light in some strategic areas. Also, we've done some trainings for a few of our constituents and some of our party loyalists, where we're giving out training on how to make money off social media. Half of the time we see us scrolling through the phones, and we burn data. That can also generate, we can generate revenue or generate livelihood from that. So we decided to train some of our constituents on how to use their mobile phone, to create content, how to make money off social media, basically. And at the end of the day, we also empower them with a token of 150,000 naira, to boost their ideas as well, support their ideas. Some of them might want to get some gadgets. We know that is not enough, but it is a support, and which we believe will go a long way. We've done some schools as well. We have a running bus We have 2 buses running in Badagry as we speak every blessed day, conveying students from school to different locations, different bus stops, and taking them back in the afternoon. This runs twice a day across Badagry. And, this is encouraging our parents, our mothers, who are struggling to send our kids to school, encouraging them and supporting them. This is also direct. We didn't just do that. We give out buildings to some selected schools in Badagry, and also uniforms to students. We're giving out school bags, to over 1,000 students in Badagry, sandals, school sandals, So we're reaching out to most of our kids. These are the future of tomorrow, and the only thing we can do is to make sure they feel the little impacts of government, in their various communities and in the various stages of their life. This is how the government can come in and can participate and can contribute to their growth and development. To the parents who we have saved money for transportation in the morning and the afternoon, I'm sure they will say thank you to this great initiative. We are also looking into developing tourism in Badagry. Badagry is a coastal. We have one of the cleanest coastline in the country. But we want to see how we can speak to the current administration to see how we can facilitate some funds and some concentration towards our tourism in Badagry, and also the coastal road, ECOWAS road. We are currently talking to the government to see how we can clean up this road, and also how we can engage our officers in uniform. They are the first contact when any tourists come into Badagry. And Badagry, we have the busiest land border in the country. So we want to see how we can work on this and to see how we can we can use this to boost the economic of the local communities. Also, we are also working on some infrastructure in some communities, especially Badagry Marina, because we want to see how we can invest in this critical infrastructure and to see how, because we know that alone will support tourism in that axis. We have the 4-story building in Nigeria. We have the big museum in Badagry. We have point of no return. We have the first primary school in the country. So Badagry is known for tourism.
And that's all the time we have on The Gavel this week. The world to send feedback to thegavel@channelstv.com. Thanks for your time. I'm Terry Ikumi.